Hi, it's Joe North here, and in this video I'm going to show you the only logical way I know to make money in an online business. However, before I go on to the rest of the video, I want to tell you there is no order button at the end. All I'm going to do is simply show you the one business model that I'm using that has made more people succeed with their internet business than any other concept that I've seen in my years online. So I'm not going to sell you anything, but what I will do is give you a full knowledge of what works and is an easy, highly profitable business. In fact, I'm sure that you'll be able to look back after watching and understand why you haven't been making money in your business if you have one, and why you may feel that you've been lied to by the online opportunities that you've been following and maybe even purchased. The second thing you'll be able to do after watching is to be able to partner with me to reap the benefits of what I'm going to show you. Essentially, I'm going to sort of open the lid on what everybody is hiding from you until now. And after watching this, you'll be an expert on how money is made online. So I'm using a mind map here, and what I want to show you here is to show you how money is being made online and what in most circumstances is being kept from you. My intention is to help you to understand the business model and to show you how you can do exactly the same thing in order for you to make your endeavors online a success, to get you to the income levels that you want to have. So let me start with a very brief history of internet marketing, and more importantly what's called the information age. And I'm showing you a Wikipedia page here. Now essentially what I'd say is come back and look at this page at some point, but what it's saying is that we've shifted from a point where we make money with labor and our hands, such as during the Industrial Revolution, to a point where we make money through information, really due to the internet. Now the main economic shift in our times is to the information age, as I've shown on the slide before. But as you'll see from this page, the global economy is in transition to a knowledge economy. Now what that's effectively saying is that if you have the knowledge in any area, there is money to be earned. And as we're in the information age, the way to disseminate or actually pass that knowledge on is through the internet. So with the advent of the knowledge economy, it makes sense that we have to gain that knowledge. So that being said, I'm here to help you to gain that knowledge now and hope you understand that you can create an information business from home with your laptop on a full or part-time basis, really how I have done up until this day. So let's look at the affiliate model, and this is really the way that most people get started. So they choose, let's say, a knowledge-based product which essentially teaches the person something that they need to know on a particular subject, and that subject can be anything in the business. So just as an example, and these figures are really just rough, you sell a product for $50 and that gives you a commission. I've written on the front end, and I'll go on to explain that in a moment, but let's say it gives you a commission of $50 on the front end, and on average you're making a 50% commission on that product, so you're basically making $25. Now you'll see I've written stop here, and the reason is that once you sell that product, you've actually brought a customer into this business and you've sold them a $50 product, but essentially at that point it stopped for you. And really that is where the lie is, because that is where you're not actually being given the proper information of what happens to that client thereafter. And that's what I want to show you now. So once that person comes into a system, you've sold them a $50 front end product. Now what actually generally happens thereafter is the person whose product that you've sold will then go on and market to that person further and further. Now of course, like I said, we're in a knowledge-based economy, so anybody who's serious about their business needs to keep on educating themselves. So they're out there looking for a product. So the next thing that comes along is a $200 upsell, which could be another product. And then down the line, we have licensing, where they've been bought into a system, and then further coaching that can really range between $10,000 and $20,000 for a proper coaching program. And it goes on and on. So you then have things like mastermind events, and they can range from $30,000 to $50,000. And you can see I've written endless sales here, because effectively if somebody stays in this business with a thirst for the knowledge, then they're constantly buying products. Now, I've written the lie at the top here because what you don't realize is if you just sold the one front end product, all these things on the back end here are what are being sold by the product owner, and you don't see any of the commission on any of these products. And that's really important, and that's why I'm making this video to explain to you how really you can actually get yourself into a situation where you're making commissions all the way down this line. This question mark here, there's a reason for that, and I want to explain how this works. Now, I've mentioned licensing to you, and this is generally how it works. Now, you may or may not know, but the average entrepreneur fails online, and I think it's around about 95%. I can't be certain of that figure, but that's generally what is quoted on the internet. But what's really interesting is that people that enter franchises tend to be a lot more successful, and the reason for that is because they're actually using a proven system that is working online, and you're able to get into that system and sell that on behalf of somebody else. In a proven system, they have proven products that explain how to do all elements of the business, and the coaching that sells large amounts of money. All the hard work of setting up and creating the products and inventory has been done. The collecting of payments, the merchant handling has been set up, and the support system for the clients is in place as well. So in addition to that, the whole of the business infrastructure is in place for you to then franchise an existing business and benefit by marketing that business on behalf of yourself. Now, I've written 30 to 45 day payouts because, of course, if you're bringing sales into that system, you're getting paid on a regular basis, and that is generally between 30 and 45 days. Now, the other 3 points I've done here is it's easily done from home, and I've explained that very briefly, but basically you can be wherever you want marketing this business, and there are no age limits, and you can't say that about many businesses today. It can also provide an income on demand past the traditional retirement age. Now, I don't need to tell you if you've been reading the newspapers or listened to the radio, but the world economy is in problems, and many people out there are finding that they haven't got a pension to retire to. Well, being in a business like this, because there is no age limit, it can provide that income past the traditional retirement age, so effectively you can be working right up until when you want to be working. I've written Internet Marketing University profit model here because I kind of want you to understand precisely how these two go together. And that's why I'm going back to my original reference of the knowledge economy and why it's so important. It gives you the chance to educate yourself in business while at the same time earning profits from what you have learned. So the concept of being in a university is quite right. You can learn as you go while teaching others in the same way and making profits. So it's a really strong combination. And frankly, it's what hundreds of thousands of people are out there looking to do. They want a business online. They don't really know how to set it up. And what they want is the knowledge, but also they need to be earning money as they're going along. I was in that situation, and that's kind of why I'm sitting here explaining to you how this whole system works. So being in an Internet Marketing University model, you've got the learning and the educational part of it for yourself, you've got the profit potential, and the mastermind and networking that comes with it. And I'll go on to explain how all those three elements work now. People who want to earn money and they want to be educated on how to do it. So you can see, like I say, this is a strong combination. So if you put yourself in a situation where you have got the information that they require, you're literally selling water to the thirsty. And that's why I put this slide here, because like I say, if you put yourself in a stream of traffic where people are actually seeking out this knowledge, then you're not really selling to them. What you're actually doing is providing them with the information on how they can get the knowledge, how they can start their business, and how they can make that profitable online. So like I say, it's selling water to the thirsty. Now, where I've written profit potential here, I think you'll be able to understand that really this is the difference between working for yourself or working for somebody else. Now in the illustration, basically the left block here really shows where an employee is. they are in a situation where what they earn on a monthly or yearly basis is not really determined by themselves, but it's determined by their boss. However, on the right hand side, I'm showing somebody who is self-employed, and really what they earn is very much up to them. As long as they're in the right business model, they're limited, their earnings are really unlimited of what they can actually achieve in their imagination and in reality. It really depends on the individual, how hard they want to work, what they want to achieve, but it's all there if you really want it. And where I've written mastermind and networking, you'll see on the illustration that really you need to look at this as a university situation. When you're working and educating yourself within a group, you have people of all abilities coming together like pieces of the puzzle, all bringing something to the table. We all have our strength, we all have our weaknesses, but when you work together in this sort of environment, you're able to produce an awful lot more as a group than as an individual, and which is why it feels very much like a university situation. So when you join a mastermind group like this, you learn a huge amount of information, and you have a chance to ask questions of people who have really been there and done it, rather than being isolated in a business all by yourself. And that's a very, very strong thing to take into account. So in the Internet Marketing University profit model, let's look at the various stages of the way that you can actually proceed through this. Now I've written here inner circle, and normally the first stage is as a licensee, and the first form of your education is the full education on licensing. Now, as you can see written here, I've written proven information products, 90% commissions. Now, you know I mentioned 25%, which is generally the industry standard. On all these products that I'm going to show you now, there is a 90% commission payable on the sale of any one of the individual products or all of them collectively. And let's go on and explain how those work in the license rights inner circle. So first of all, we have the email marketing course. This product shows you exactly how the email marketing business is done and how you can use it to generate sales using this medium. And it's a really important one to start off with because there's a huge amount of email marketing that is done online today. Outsourcing Mastery show you how you can use the skills of other people situated all around the world. I mean, it's actually difficult to do everything in your business, and this course shows how effectively you can use other people's time to free you the time to do the more profitable aspects of your work. The affiliate marketing mastery is actually where we started. People are out there trying to learn how they can make money online, and you will have the course to sell them, to show them precisely how they can do it. And finally, the lead and traffic generation course, which basically shows them how it shows you or anybody else that you're selling the product to how you can get leads and how you actually bring them into the system and how you can make sales from that. It's fundamentally the most important part of this business. Now, all of these individual products sell for hundreds of dollars at a time if you sell them as a single product. And of course, they're really useful products in their own right. And of course, you're getting 90% commissions on each individual sale, or you can sell them collectively, and that's what I'm going to go on to explain now. If you bring somebody in as a franchisee or a license right inner circle member, you make $1,000 per sale. And now you see here I've written $50 continuity payment. Basically, so long as the person stays within the business, you get paid $1,000 upfront for bringing them in that business. Now, the $50 continuity payment is paid to you month after month after month. And now you can see that if you have 5 sales, 10 sales, 100 sales, those $50 soon mount up. And if you choose to have an advertising budget, you can then put that $1,000 in your pocket and use that continuity payment to fund your advertising. Now, the investment at this level is $2,000, and that allows you the opportunity to sell somebody into the license rights inner circle and gain all that knowledge from all these courses right off the bat. Now, I would say at this stage that I'm talking about sales, and it's really important, and this has been my experience, that if you put yourself in the situation, I went back and I spoke to you about the selling water to the thirsty. If you are actually putting yourself in a situation of that stream of traffic of people actually looking for these products, it's not really a sale. It actually is a recommendation where you're turning around and saying to that person, okay, you're looking to start a business. You need the knowledge, you need the expertise to build that business. I have these products in my portfolio that I can actually pass on to you. It's really a transfer of information. It's not really a sale, it's what they're looking for, which is why I say it's like selling water to the thirsty. And it's really important to remember that, because a lot of people go into this thinking it's sales, 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 and it really isn't the case. So in this model, let's look at the next level, which is normally called the titanium level, which is highlighted here. And I want to explain to you how that works and what the benefit is of the titanium level, which is effectively moving up in the business. So the titanium level starts, really the first product there, and say it's a product, is a yearly mastermind retreat. I mean, last year it was in Mexico. And this is a all expenses paid retreat where you get to hear talks from millionaires of the industry and rub shoulders with the leaders of this business. It's a chance for you to get to know these people and learn what they have done to build their businesses. And it's really important because you've probably heard it before. Your income level is normally proportionate to the people that you hang out with. And actually going to in this case, a 5-day event, you're able to actually mingle with the people in the business who have got to a more elevated stage in their business and are actually making huge amounts of money by selling information and knowledge products. In addition, you've got the titanium inner circle, which is really a step up in terms of the training, because it allows you to really be at the cutting edge of what's happening in the industry today. Because of course, you're now dealing with people who are making large amounts of money in the business, and they're using the most innovative ways of actually getting sales and recommendations in order to build their business. But of course, the main thing about elevating yourself to this stage is that there is a profit opportunity again at this higher level. Now, the increase in commissions makes a dramatic leap and allows you to scale your business to the next level. So not only are you learning at the next level and getting a yearly retreat so you can mastermind with the top earners, but now if somebody enters in at this level, you get a commission of $3,000. So why have I put a range of up to $5,000? Well, with a system like this, there is a sales team in place. So if you're not the sort of person who likes making calls, the sales team will follow up and make the sales for you. But if you like dealing direct with your client, you can then make the call yourself and the commission is all yours. So if you look at the cumulative commission, it shows $6,000. Well, of course, if somebody comes straight in from the license right into the titanium program, your commission is $6,000. Now remember, there are thousands of people out there looking for a business like this, so it's not so much a sale but a recommendation. And of course, the ongoing residual commission is $100, which gives you more to use in your advertising. And this can really build up over time. And believe me, it really can build up over time. Now, the investment level at titanium level is $9,000. But as you can see, even with an investment of $9,000, if you're making even 2 sales at $6,000 by somebody coming into this level, you're making your money back on your investment incredibly quickly, even with 2 sales. So the final level in this sort of business model is actually the platinum level. And again, there is a yearly mastermind retreat, and again, it's a more elevated retreat. Last year it was in Fiji, and the profit level again raises. So we've now got between 5,000 and 9,000, so it's the same circumstances before. If the sales team actually perform the sales for you, then you're getting 5,000. If you do it yourself, 9,000. But the recurring amount of money that you get on a monthly basis is $150 per month. So the actual cumulative sale, if somebody comes in as a licensee and titanium and platinum, it's a $15,000 cumulative payment to you, which is a large amount of money whichever way you look at it. Now the investment at this level is actually $15,000. But this bit I really need you to understand. You can take a total investment from start to finish of $26,000, and remember that is a once only payment, and place yourself in a stream of traffic of people who are really looking for an opportunity like this, and you can see how the growth of your business can be really, well, it's non-stop, and it can it can't really hit a ceiling unless you choose it to hit a ceiling. Now, I've written $100,000 per year here, and I don't want you to get tied into this number because what you achieve is up to you. But many people choose this figure as a benchmark of what they want to achieve in their first year. So let's have a look and see how you can actually achieve it. As a licensee level, at the licensee level, you'd need to make 9 sales per month. At titanium level, you'd need to make 2 sales per month, and at platinum level, 7 sales per year. But what's really important to see is that if you position yourself right from the start, then you can actually accelerate your success in the business very, very quickly. So I suppose the question to ask really is it better to work hard or work smart? Now, obviously, it's achievable at the licensee level to make that sort of money, and you can see what you need to do to achieve that sort of earning. But by essentially doing the same work at the other levels, you can reduce the amount of work you do by showing people precisely what you've done or what I've done, or you can increase your levels, your earnings dramatically and skyrocket your business, educating yourself and others at the same time. So can you see how this works? I really hope so. So now you have the information on how the money is made in this model. You also know exactly how the money is earned if you follow a business model like this. So do you have to invest the full $26,000 at the beginning? Well, no. But if you're serious about business, you'll see and understand that it is actually the most sensible way to go, because from an economics point of view, you can get yourself into position right away, bringing in larger commissions right from the start. So I really hope that from this brief explanation about how this works, that you've actually gained a little bit more knowledge about how a franchising model works. Now, I said at the beginning of the video that there wasn't going to be a sale, and there isn't going to be a sale. Having said that, what I am doing is offering you an opportunity to partner with me. Now, why partner? The reason I've actually put this video together is that when somebody enters into this business, of course, all the training is in the back office. Everything that I've mentioned so far, and a hell of a lot more, to be honest, be it videos, podcasts, training instruction manuals, everything is there for you to get your business up and running as soon as possible. But actually partnering with somebody, i.e. somebody like myself, it allows you a point of contact where you can pick up the phone, get onto Skype, send an email to get an answer to your question very quickly, and also learn from somebody who's actually been through the system before and point you in the right direction. So basically you can get into profit much more quickly. So at the bottom of this video, underneath the video I should say, you'll see a link for an application to see whether or not you can actually join in, and I will contact you to find out whether this is going to be an opportunity that you'd want to get involved in. And also, I've actually, and this is kind of rare on the internet, I've put my own personal contact details. So if you want to pick up the phone to me and talk about this further, I'm more than happy to help you. And you will get really a straight conversation with me on exactly how the system works, what is possible, what situation you're in now, and whether this is going to be a fit for you. So having said that, I really hope that you've enjoyed actually watching this video. I hope that you've learned something. I hope you've gained a little bit more knowledge. And if you want to contact me, then please go ahead and do that. And I look forward to speaking to you in the near future. So that being said, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.